Yo, what is up, my swag muffins? This is Vendetta, and today we're going to be looking at a 1v1. I can't even remember if I can find it or not. Where is this 1v1? I think this is the one. So it's on Kosh. Oh god, no, fuck it. It's called Ridge. the map is called Ridge. So this Ridge map, I'll call it Kosh Ridge. Kosh Ridge. Kosh Ridge. So Kosh Ridge is it's a pretty interesting map. It's pretty much just a giant hill placed in the center of the map. And you should have two shrines on opposite sides. There we go, we can see them over here. So one there and one there. So let's go look at what's happening? Alright, I'm over here on the other side of the map. Alright, let's go look at what he brought first. So Laco Pipo. So Laco Pipo. So Laco Pipo decided to bring a Turkos and two Matchlock Samurai. Some Nodachi, along with some Katana, some Naginata attendants, Yari Ashigaru, and of course his General King Eirik, and he's a leadership general. Not only that, but it doesn't look like he's brought too many spears, which is never a good thing. But he's brought some Fire Cav, Naginata Warrior Monk Cav, and some Yari Cav there. Ooh, just sort of bleh. So you've got some Magic Samurai along with some Yari Samurai. I've also then got, I think it's 4 Light Cav, along with Katana Cav, which is nice to see because I never normally bring that. Yari Cav, and also another Yari Cav. And of course got my General. Oh god, why do I have to be so awkward with my bloody setup? This is so hard to comment. Got some Naginata attendants up front. Yari Samurai, then Longsword, Ashigaru, Nodachi, some Naginata Warrior Monks, all the 20 defense, Naginata Samurai, and Nodachi, Longsword, and I think that's it. But yeah, got Matchlock Samurai and Yari Samurai, so that's pretty much all I brought. So you can see everything that I got straight from the off. Now, I find this map pretty difficult to play on, because again, I'm going to bust out that terminology. Topography is one of my most used words when commentating. Topography. Topography. Look at how hilly this damn map is. I just hate hilly maps. I just can't deal with it because I like to run everywhere. So I'm going to be setting up my cavalry again for that early game map control. I want to be capping this workshop as quickly as possible. He seems to have set up very nicely right out in the open though. I mean, if I did have any sense, I probably would have just taken 2 of my light cav, extended them out, and just charged them straight down the hill. But depending on his reaction, he probably would have been able to stop that. However, that would have completely screwed up his whole idea. It would have held him up. Again, screwing with the enemy position, along with killing some of his units. In fact, it would have been a very, very good idea because his line of sight is slightly blocked, although he would have been able to shoot me. These guys down here wouldn't, but it's always something we'll look at whenever you're playing against or with actually matchlock units. You want to be looking at kind of head height to see where they are. So the early game is going to be pretty standard, although we're going to be avoiding each other for most of the match, because really I've got the hill position. You know, my cavalry is up here, which is going to prevent him from moving forward. My cavalry on this flank, however, is just going to be sat here looking down at his cavalry. So, you know, as I said previously in previous video, you don't ever want to be charging uphill against cavalry because you're just going to get annihilated. You never ever want to be charging cavalry uphill anyway. But what I'm going to do is take these guys off their horses. Even if he did charge these light cav, he wouldn't have a very fun time because really these guys are technically a sort of spear unit. I think he is. No, he's not going to charge him because I have got my light cav here, so that would again not end very well for him. He wouldn't have a lot of fun. And I've also got my Katana cav and Yari cav, which can close in very easily. He's going to call in his monk cav for a bit of support. It's some Naginata attendants, which is a good idea because that means he can call in his Naginata attendants against me, where I've got all of cav. So I've called in my general and I tried to get a few shots off here, although I won't really be getting too many kills because my general is not vetted up that highly in the kind of bow kind of upgrades. So he's going to try and move up his matchlock. Oh no, sorry, his sword units up the hill, which if I'm honest is not a good idea because you always want to have some sort of spear unit protect him, because right now I could pretty much just take all of my cav right round and charge him outright, and all of these 3 units would just be dead instantly. But the reason I'm not doing it so far is because his cavalry is on this side. I want to keep that workshop To be honest, I think my infantry force will be more than suited to taking on his, and I'm just going to make these guys walk up because they are a little bit tired, and this is now when I'm going to do it. So I'm going to charge in because I didn't want to do it before because the matchlocks would have been able to shoot me, but again, that was pretty poorly judged there by me. I only got 17 kills and 15 losses. However, I did manage to screw up some of his Nodachi to make my infantry force slightly easier. He's now decided to charge up his Naginata attendants, to which I'll charge forward my katana units. They are pretty tired, and these guys should be routing pretty darn quickly. And these guys are in their diamond formation, just ready for the... I'm just waiting for his cavalry to march straight on up the hill. But I will be diverting some of my cavalry over to the other side, because at the moment he's kind of flanking me here with his Nodachi. And remember, these guys have got Banzai, so they'll be doing very, very well. They won't be breaking anytime soon. They're going to be ensuing in a big charge. My Matchlock Samurai, it looks like I managed to get some good hits. So on his Matchlock Samurai, I'm winning there only slightly. And this is what you do whenever you play against Nodachi. You always charge in Naginata attendants. These guys are going to take that charge, and this is now when you charge in your units, and they should be able to mop up house pretty easily. So I'm going to be detaching off a Naginata Warrior Monk and also a Lone Sword there, and they should be able to combat these guys with pretty much good ease. Well, that was a poorly constructed sentence. I'm so sorry for that one. But my samurai down here are just holding all of his units from coming up, which is always good. These guys are probably getting a nice volley off as soon as these guys start marching up the hill. He's banzaied all of his units. Probably not the best idea. You never ever want to be bunching up or stacking up your units. It's a very poor idea. You need to be charging these guys around the back. I mean, they're going to be doing pretty decently against my units, but I've got so many men, it's really not going to end too well for him, and I really need to get this katana around the back and mince up these sword units, because that is what they love doing. I'm going to charge in, I think that's a light cav. Yep, a light cav to soak up that charge. Then I'll be charging forward all of my Yari cavs straight into him, and my general as well. I'm going to charge in my Naginata Lieutenants to try and again disrupt that positioning of his army, and these guys are going to be firing away. They've got 35 kills, so they're not most cost effective. However, they have managed to keep his army from supporting his Nodachis. I've now charged in, and I've charged in my Nodachi against his Nodachi, and these guys are doing pretty decent, and all of his Nodachi are now gone, which is always good. I've now charged in my general. His units are now getting pretty mopped up, and really what's happening is I've taken out his main infantry corps, and now he's got Yari Ashigaru left. Katana Samurai, so it's definitely not going to end well for him. But my cavalry is down here. I think I charged them straight into his general with these matchlocks. Can't really remember. But it looks on this side, my cavalry is winning that engagement pretty substantially. I think they should be losing decisively, which they are. My general is there. He's got 28 kills. His matchlock's going to be shooting at my general, which is a very good move. You always want to target matchlock units at generals, because you know matchlocks are good against any unit. You have to bear that in mind. So always try and go for the most high value target. And pretty much all my cav is just going to be pincering around him. My katana cav is going to try and go and take his general out. Got a nice charge there, and I think he's going to try and charge his units down at the kind of cavalry, but again, it's not going to work for him. I rear charged these Naginata attendants. I've also war cried with that Naginata warrior monk. Where is it now? There it is. I'm charging into his matchlocks, and pretty much I've engulfed him just outright. And then we freeze because he rage quit. Please, guys, don't drop pack and don't rage quit. It's not nice. It's just that common courtesy. You know, if someone did play better, than, you know, I'm not being big-headed or anything, but you know, if someone did play very well, I think it's a good thing to just say GG, well played, or oh, I can actually talk. Wow, GG, well played. And Vendetta ist ein Noob. Probably won't even come up. Oh shit, I think I typed that into public. Anyway, so yeah, make sure you always last your game out. Even if I feel hard done by, I always last the game out and say GG, well played, because it's just a nice thing to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It's on the whatever ridge map again, and let's go off to... Oh, I can't do the results screen, that's quite tragic. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this battle, this commentary, and as always, try and drop a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys another time. So, but bye for now.